Moving on to the weather now. Strong winds, sleet and snow are making overnight driving conditions in many parts of the country hazardous. In Wellington, 3 flights have already been cancelled and passengers are being warned to expect more delays. Metservice's Dan Corbett joins us now from Wellington. Good morning, Dan. A bit of a windy, wild time down in Wellington yesterday afternoon in particular. Describe what it was like.
Yes, it was. And even, I think, for many people in Wellington last night, it was probably one of those nights where you didn't have a lovely, restful sleep. We had soft hail banging against the window panes. Of course, the wind was still quite strong, and the rain too. All down to that very deep area of low pressure, sitting just to the east of New Zealand, and the lines close together, the tight isobars, a bit like an accordion, squeezed as close as it can be, brought those strong winds, and also brought some fairly hefty showers, and they're still about, but things today slowly start to ease.
In terms of the wind chill factor, what were temperatures like?
Oh, bone chilling is probably the easiest way to describe it. Actually, for instance, in some places we've been seeing temperatures that were sort of 6s and 7s. If you factored in the wind, you'd only be literally a couple of degrees above freezing. And of course, it was one of those days, not only yesterday, but even today, people might be just thinking travelling, just allow some extra time, because we've had snow down to 300 to 500 metres across the North Island, down to as low as 200 metres across the South Island. So any of the higher routes, some of the passes, Rimatucker, Desert Road, just bear those in mind if maybe everyone's packing the kids in the car for the school holiday trip somewhere. Just allow some extra time today. But the weather is improving today. There's a nice area of high pressure sitting west of New Zealand with a big smiley face on it. It's coming our way.
Well, that's good news for the school holidays. In terms of these winds, because we have just heard that 3 flights have been cancelled this morning in Wellington, how long before they abate? I mean, are they over now, or when's this likely to die down?
Now, we've gone past the peak of the winds. Yesterday afternoon and through the first part of the night, they were gusting up in some places around Wellington Hills over 140, 150 k's. Looking at some of the recent reports from the airport, for instance, we're still looking at wind gusts 80, 90. A couple of places, some of the hills are around 100 k's. So that's down from where we were. Still quite windy, still some gales. But as I say, the tight pressure gradient slowly opens up. And as it opens up, the winds start to ease back. So as you go through the late morning into the afternoon, there'll still be some squally showers. It'll still feel cold, it'll still feel yucky, but everything just slowly improves as you go through the day and into tomorrow.
Just one brief comment to finish with, Dan. We've got school holidays. I did feel for the parents yesterday here in Auckland. It was shocking weather, all crammed up inside. Can we expect some finer weather in the next week and a half?
Oh, completely. And that's the amazing thing. If you can hang on today, maybe give the kids, a couple of DVDs, a couple of books. Today is a bit of a yucky day in places. If you're travelling, just allow some extra time. But by the end of the week, Auckland, for instance, 16 degrees, sunshine, Wellington, 14, sunshine. So we will get there. It's just we have to get through a bit of a yucky, rough start for the week.
That's what we like to hear. Dan Corbett, thanks for your time.